All right, y'all. So this year's Met Gala theme for 2026 is going to be costume art. And it's basically the embodiment of where body meets the clothes. And so instantly, when I first heard this theme and I saw the examples that they were getting, I instantly thought about Sarah Bartman. If you don't know who Sarah Bartman is, she is the slave that was basically paraded around Europe for her body. And her body was pretty voluptuous. She had big hips, big thighs, big old booty, and of course, really nice size boobs. So the first person who comes to my mind after Sarah Bartman is Erykah Badu. She legit did something like this because you know Erykah Badu is performative art, and she just gives you a whole energy and synergy and vibe when you go watch her performances. I mean, she literally takes you to another place, and I love it. I've experienced it myself. But in the Billboard 100 earlier this year, she did a performance where she had this exaggerated body that literally paid homage to Sarah Bartman. And I think, again, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this is a movement in a way, a silent movement to show appreciation to women's bodies and men's bodies, and to give a very strong opinion about how people view those. And if I had a client that I was working on sketching her a look, I literally would go off of the Sarah Bartman, especially if she was a Black woman. I believe it's very powerful, and I believe it makes a statement too. So instantly, after that, I hope Erykah Badu is at the Met Gala because I feel like she would kill this. This is the epitome of who Erykah Badu's personal style is, as well as, you know, she did the tailoring, but like I feel like this, she would encompass it because she already has. I would love to see Zendaya because that is her Super Bowl. I love what she does. Janae Monáe, of course. Tiana Taylor, of course. I believe those ladies would kill it. Now, somebody who I would love to see there, but let me say this now. The people who I just named, I believe they're going to embody and like triple A's across the board, tens across the board type energy when it comes to this theme. Those are the ones I know are going to be my top faves when I do see them and when we discuss them coming up in May. I feel like Tate McRae, I think, would be an awesome addition to this. She is the new pop star of this younger generation, and I just think having her presence there alone and for her to make an art statement would be amazing. Honestly, I really do. And I would love to see Ariana Grande. I think her body is very, and this is no shade to her because I understand the thought process and the things that she had to do to get her role Glinda, but her body is very statuesque now. I mean, babe, them cheekbones, honey, women would die for those, but I'm saying like they are amazing. And I say all that to say, I would love to see Ariana Grande there. I would love to see Tate McRae there. Yeah, I would love to see those ladies there. But the ones I'm expecting is Janae Monáe, Zendaya, and Erykah Badu. I expect wild creativity beyond this, and because, and this is no shade, Law, I'm a huge fan, but even though both girls killed it in the same suit, same kind of inspo, dare I say it, I believe you and Zendaya are gonna come 20 times worse. Like, not making that mistake again, are we? No, we're not. Correct. Okay, so I love and can't wait to see what you guys do. And Law's creativity, I feel like, is amazing and so whimsical, and it's so powerful that I know he had a lot of people this past Met. I pray he doesn't have any many clients, so that way it can just flow a lot better. But he was in charge of the Burberry table, and dare I say it, Law, you did your thing. Amazing, including your outfit. Like the fact that you were able to handle as many clients as you did have and still look amazing on the red carpet. Chef's kisses, honey. But this is what you do. This is, again, you're a Super Bowl, so I don't expect nothing else. This is the Olympics for you guys. I don't expect nothing else. But y'all, that is what I think about the Met Gala 2026. I'm so excited to see my faves do their thing, and we will be there live commenting on it. So make sure you guys are tuned in, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel now, subscribe. I would love to talk more in this season that we're in. It's go time, you guys. Let's dive into the next subject. All right, guys, so moving on to closet therapy. I told you guys this is about the mental, but I want to go a little bit more in depth. This is where we're really going to pay attention to, are we a consumer or a connoisseur? And we never want to be the consumer, baby. We only want to be the connoisseur. So let's look into our closets. Let's dive in. Do we have color? Do we have texture? Do we have the best silhouettes that fit our body? Have we came up with our wardrobe, dare I say it, uniform? And if we haven't, why haven't we? If we know what looks good on us and what works for us, why don't we go to those clothing all the time? This is what closet therapy is. We are talking and discussing why you don't do the necessary steps to make sure you are the main character every day when you walk outside your house and even in your house. Because I'm sorry, you guys, I love a good PJ moment, and PJs matter. They matter if you sleep good. They matter if you feel good, because that is another form of self-care. And closet therapy is self-care. It's a form of it. So all of those things matter, and they kind of dictate, honestly, who you are and what you represent. So closet therapy, we're getting dirty. I was, be straight. We're getting dirty, but we're also going to clean it up, and I'm here for a shoulder to cry on, because it's not your fault. If you didn't know, how could you ever get better? And that's what I'm here for, to fix the things you didn't know that you needed fixing. And closet therapy is where we will do that. I'm just really excited, you guys, because I have been giving this part of my brain to only my clients. And it's time for me to give it to you guys. It's time for y'all to elevate with me and watch how we grow as a community. Just watch. We will be giving and calling out the trends before they even step foot on the runway. But until then, we will look at the runways and we will discuss what we should add into our closet, what is realistically, and what is not. Okay? All right, guys. So lastly, I just want to say this. Thank y'all so much for watching, and comment below. Let me know, what are you excited about me talking about? If there's something you do want me to talk about. I do know, and I haven't said this, and I might have already, but we will be discussing how the business aspect of the fashion industry will affect us as consumers. With LVMH letting go of people like Marc Jacobs, that's going to dictate his price point. It's going to dictate how he gets us consumers to buy from him. And it's also going to dictate the accessibility. Having a powerhouse like LVMH supporting you is very major, but LVMH is cleaning up house currently right now. They are changing the fashion business, and they are getting more exclusive and streamlining who they represent for their company. They also are in partnership right now of selling Fenty Beauty. So knowing that, and that's a brand that's very inclusive, everybody is welcome for Fenty Beauty, correct? And so knowing that LVMH is letting go 50% of their shares to, I don't know, it's in works currently right now, but I just wanted to kind of like set the tone, like that is going to dictate how fashion changes. Come 2026, fashion will be different than how it was in 2025. A lot of it has to do with political things, but it also has a lot to do with just the climate change. You know what I mean? We're transitioning to where people are not really wanting to wear jeans, and you know, they really want to dress up. They want moments to dress up for. They want things to go to so they can dress up, so they can buy beautiful clothing. And that's going to affect the business side of fashion, which then in translate affects us as the consumers. But if we're connoisseurs, those things never affect us. And that's the main thing I really want y'all to grasp from this. We are connoisseurs in learning and always evolving, but we're never the consumer. Consumers overconsume, and the reason why we have these, you know, landfills with clothing and stuff in it, you know. I'm not going to touch too much on that because I'm not too familiar, but I'm not going to not acknowledge that that's very apparent. And why people are trying to do more self-sufficient brands, like making things out of bamboo. I mean, I know we don't talk about this brand enough, but Balenciaga actually has a mushroom leather that they have created, vegan, animal, like no animal cruelty, just like it's vegan, it's made out of mushrooms, and they have coined it, like it's theirs, and they have done the technology. With me having a partnership with Balenciaga, I learned a lot about the brand that actually made me really love the brand, despite some of the gimmicky things that they might have done overall. Because when you think about who Crystal Balenciaga is and was, you will know that his brand has fallen so far from what he originally wanted his brand to be. And I'm gonna figure out a cute little segment to call our history, because I feel like you guys need to know who you're buying from, who you're supporting from. What do these brands represent? What are they really, truly? Because a lot of times what they initially started is not what they stand for now. And that's okay, you know, like it happens. That's the name of the game. especially when you die and then your company goes to your family or you goes to the business people who are investing into you. You don't have that much say so into the integrity of the brand. And one person I appreciate and that I will forever support, and there's a few actually that came to my mind as I'm saying this, but Sergio Hudson, amazing. Laquan Smith, amazing. Telfar, amazing. Sonique Saturday, amazing. And these are all brands that have integrity and stand by what they stand for, and is dedicated to getting us beautiful clothing, beautiful pieces, wearable art. And when you look up those designers, I gave you a range of designers. I gave you haute couture, I gave you ready to wear, I gave you indie, and I gave you, well, no, Sonique would be indie too, yeah, but she's like her own branch of business. So when I talk about brands, just know this, I'm never one-sided. It's always fully thought out, and I'm always giving all the brands love because I find beauty in everything, and that's what makes having great personal style. But I'm your host, Moxiee D, celebrity stylist, fashion commentator, the woman behind the scenes of some of your favorite looks. And thank you so much for watching The Fashion Fix. I'll see you next time. Bye.